the Knave of Diamonds, you love it here. You don't want to leave this place. If you could stay here indefinitely, you would find an excuse or to talk yourself into staying here. Gabriel, Gabriel, this is a little bit weird for you. So you're going to be, the problem is that you're going to be doing a lot of investigating, and just out of character for at the moment, anything that could probably cause you to make you think that there is proof of these outcasts, you're just not going to notice at the moment. At the moment.
I assume he's actively like trying to fight it, but it's like he rolled too low.
You rolled a 10.
Yeah.
You rolled a 10, A rolled a 12. So ever since you came on here, so there are a lot of things that I asked that you've been rolling and you're seeing, and I've just been manipulating you this whole time. Like and told you things that are not necessarily true. But yeah.
Is Phoebe actually into me? No.
You don't know. You don't know.
That's the only reason why she's into you. The mind
Everything
control.
is not how it seems. Things
It's actually
are not
Dr.
how
Kemper that's into you.
Everybody, we're being manipulated.
Candia. Yes. Phoebe was Dr. Kemper the whole time.
She's behind it all. Subtle manipulation. That's Dr. Kemper's thing, or Dr. Appleby's
with the
thing.
natural 20, I'm gonna say that at this moment, Cade, you'd also feel like something is trying to like manipulate you, especially now that you're not logged in. There's something here that's manipulating you and compelling you to stay. But one thing I will point out is Dr. Janice, she voluntarily left the compound somehow.
She's a fantastic woman.
She has a very good will.
Yeah.
Good will say.
After revealing this information, I just want to confirm that I heard on Gabe's end that they were turning off the brown alarm. I had 2 hours. All of that was still accurate. I heard the same thing he heard.
Yeah. One thing I will also say, Cade, just so it's easier for me, if you want to review what's been recorded from Dr. Kemper's like audio recording, you have to tell me specifically that Cade is taking time to listen.
So what I'm doing is just putting it on record permanently, and I'll review it tonight. I think it's
that way I don't have to like, oh, this is what he's saying now. This is what he's saying now. It's easier for me if you say he's just going to spend some time to listen to it. Yeah, that'll help me.
Good. Okay. So I want to after hearing this whole brown alarm thing, I'd say, talking to Gabe, but also the group as a whole, just say that gives us at least an hour and a half for me to investigate the real world side stealthily, and then I can go back into character and we're scot-free. So if you guys need to investigate anything in the real world, let me know. If you guys have any ideas where my time is best used, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep searching.
It's 2 hours.
I assume Gabe did not hear their thing about mind control and stuff, right?
Not yet.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think that Forrest / the problem is if Forrest says anything about mind control, Forrest and Yellow would probably know that that's suspiciously like out of character.
Yeah.
We have established that we had those. Gabriel handed out those like communicator to our in characters, right? And then we can talk to our in-game characters that way, right?
Yes. Correct.
So I'm going to attempt as Forrest with the device he gave me. I'm going to try to, because I still have my headset on, I'm going to blindly try to type a message to my character, trying to inform myself of mind control.
I think that's okay because that's on a separate side project that Gabriel made.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know the rules.
It was the old thing.
So I don't think that means I don't think the admin would necessarily detect that message.
No, because I think how
it's separate.
I think how Gabe described it was an old feature that they never cut. They never cut. They just don't do it anymore.
So at least initially, like they probably will not catch you if you do that. So go ahead. What is the message you're messaging about the mind control? Okay.
Oh, natural 19. Okay. So it's going to be fairly. I remember where my keyboard is on the thing, so it's it's going to be fairly concise. Of just like, yellow, you're in danger. Mind control is evident in the area. Request an evac immediately. Probably just like make sure your team gets out, and that's it. Just a short, brief little message.
Okay.
And I'm not sure how that pops up in game as I'm logged on, but
Knave of Diamonds. While all this is happening, so you're on the lookout, and nothing really eventful has happened. Although you do
something eventful is gonna happen.
Okay.
I have plans.
All right, go ahead, Knave. Well, one thing I will notice though is that some of the patrons of the establishment are leaving in not in droves, but in this moment a good number of them are leaving all at once for whatever reason. But that's all I will say.
That's good. So first thing that I wanted, while me and Root Canal are just like trying to assess what's happening and keeping an eye out, I want to get a read on Root Canal, like how well she is in like saving herself against mind effects versus like more physical effects. So I have this I have assessment as an advantage.
Sure.
So I think that's an insight versus her deception.
Yeah.
To see, let's check. So I have a 31 insight.
In terms of mind control, she's very average. She's very, very average. She's not particularly strong. She's not particularly weak. Yeah.
And her fortitude?
Her fortitude is above average. I would say, like, not up by a lot, but I mean, she's, she can take a hit physically. She can endure things physically. But she's not like the Hulk or anything, obviously.
All right.
So
then I'm just gonna start some conversation here. So Root Canal. I feel like I'm a little bit out of the loop. There is some things going on that I kind of missed. I lost some memory, I think. So could you like maybe help me a little bit? Explain to me what exactly is going on right now?
Oh, we are assisting Yellow.
Yes, but overall, the area. I heard this word, logo. What's that about?
I think it's just a term that they use around this facility. I think it's a technique that some of the sexy nurses and sexy nuns and sexy priests use with their patrons.
All right.
Enter into the chambers. They're logging off as they enter into their chambers.
Interesting. And I'm gonna just, as she's explaining it to me, she's looking at me, I'm just gonna drop my watch. I'm gonna try to mind control.
Sure. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna use the strength points because I think that's a ±1 to people of these sorts.
Yeah. Okay. What am I beating? Am I beating a specific thing?
DC 20.
Okay. You believe that you've got her, like hypnotized or whatever it is you're trying to do. You believe that it succeeded.
I'm just gonna let it slide in a little bit, so to the point that she's really starting to feel. Hey, so when I think she's really starting to feel compelled, I'm just gonna say to her, ignore the rules for a moment. Be honest with me. Are we being controlled by other people?
She'll blink her eyes and say, I have no idea. I'm not aware.
What is this? I know there's something strange going on. My friends, they're acting strange. Seems almost like they are some sort of foreign control. So I'm asking again. Are we being controlled? So there's a lot of conversation right now between the players about, like for instance, Kate suddenly talking in our head, and since Nave has a lot of intelligence in the role, I'm kind of playing into the fact that he's starting to realize something's off, and I'm trying to see if I can
see what you're saying.
Push into that.
I see. So your Nave.
Mm-hmm. My Nave is currently way over control.
Is suspicious that that who's being controlled by
he's being controlled by.
He thinks he's being controlled by a player
with like mind controls
by a player. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Okay, and so he's asking her if
he's trying to get her to speak out of character about it.
Okay.
That's what
I don't know,
pushing.
But I think the thing is, I don't think that that would be something that, because right now, Jennifer is very compelled to stay in character, and even if you hypnotized her and asked her, "Hey, tell me the truth," like she'll, in character, she truthfully is not aware. Like in character, she's not.
Yeah, Nave's just doesn't understand what's happening.
So she's just right. So her response would just be, "I'm not aware." Of that at all.
Interesting.
All right, interesting. Well, let's keep an eye out for whatever the other is doing. Okay. I feel uneased.
While this is happening, let's go back to Cade really quickly. So, Cade, you saw the message on the recipe. You've voiced everybody. You voiced it to Gabriel, I think, and the other two.
It was everyone. It was like specifically talking to Gabriel, but everyone's on the link.
So,
yeah. Okay.
Hark, I know I might not be able to hear this. I would like to use the Hierophant, which gives me resistance, which means it allows me to roll one more time.
You can. That you can. Yes, you can.
Good use.
Retroactive Hierophant. Okay.
Well, I mean, if I roll terribly, then it doesn't matter. But unless this is like a hero point where if I roll under a 10, it gives me plus 10. I'm not sure about that, though.
Oh, wow.
With a roll, 24, yeah.
Okay. Ooh. You do feel that you have been under some sort of like manipulation this whole time, Gabriel, and you kind of shake it off, and you can sense like an internal voice within you. Maybe it's Odin's voice, which is actually your voice, but it's in like Odin's voice, just really compelling you that you want to A, stay here, and B, everything here is perfectly fine. There's nothing weird going on around here.
Is there any moments that go back that like kind of replay like, oh no, this was off and this was off?
You feel that Phoebe was not 100% truthful to you when she said she has no idea anything about the outcasts. You feel like she was not completely truthful about that. All right.
Okay.
That's the biggest thing. The other thing I will also mention is that you can feel this compelling voice coming from inside you. You can feel the source is definitely somewhere within the city. You can't pinpoint it right now where you are physically. You might have to get closer toward the source to know where it's coming from.
All right. So I imagine what happens is I break out this right when he says mind control. And when he says mind control, my brain starts to overtime to like, and then he shatters, I imagine like shatters, and he goes, "Wait, Cade, I think I was just under something."
Oh, the mind control? Yeah.
Yeah, but the mind control isn't like fully taking me over. It's more like suggesting and blocking my own thoughts. Phoebe actually knows what's going on.
Do you want me to find her and interrogate her or something?
Let me do this.
Would you like to go to dinner?
Seduces. I'm gonna be like the actual bard. How'd you fix the situation? The only way I know how. I'm more worried. I'm more worried about the others.
Yeah, they're not saying much to me. I think if we walk around, we'll feel when the influence is more or less and can kind of use it like a hot or cold indicator to get closer and closer to whatever's causing this.
As an administrator, can I call people to me? Like you need. I'll need you in the. But I have to be in character.
So the thing is, you have admin privileges in the sense that you can wander about the facility without having to stay in character, obviously, and without being logged on. I don't know if you have full admin privileges where you can
Okay.
just summon people. I think that's a little too much because
You're more
she
of
probably
like a
gave
moderator than an actual
yeah,
admin.
because basically she knows that you're just trying to investigate and
Yeah.
trying to like. So I don't know if she would give you just full permissions to everything just to
Yeah.
investigate.
Do I have like I assume I have my cell phone has what do you call it? Outside connection to the outside.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not
You can
blocked.
still use your cell phone.
I
You
am
can still
just
call
going
people.
to he's going to text to his dad,
Okay.
his ex-wife, his kids, and he is going to actually say found out mind controlling in La VITA Loca. Confronting now. If you don't hear from me, or I change my tune, you know what happened. Send. Like
Okay.
he's just sending them,
Yeah.
and then he's gonna go and confront Phoebe, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
let Kay do his thing.
Yeah. Before you confront Phoebe, I will also mention that it's now the time that in this moment you will see Saz Shepherd in the compound. He's hooked up though. And he seems to be making his way towards the temple because you did tell him that you wanted to go to the temple with him, but obviously things have changed. So he's going though without you at the moment. But you're gonna go to Phoebe though.
Yes, he's gonna go with this, but he's gonna tell Kay I'm going to Phoebe. Check it out, get the others.
Okay.
I don't want them to get you guys.
The last thing I will mention to you, Gabriel, is looking back in your conversation with Phoebe, you're probably wondering whether or not Stalin Steele himself was mind controlled while he was here and was told and did his sweep and was like, yeah, this place checks out, everything is fine, which again was also verified by Jacob Steele / livestream too. I was like, yeah, everything here is fine. So you can make that assumption if you'd like. Is it what else is Cade doing at this moment? I think you're still in the kitchen, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
with
so
the recipe.
Yeah, that's correct. And Cade's intention is to kind of use his feeling of this presence as a hot and cold meter to try and start locating it and track it down.
Before we do that, roll a you can call it insight or perception or arcana. I don't know if you have any arcana or like magic arcana knowledge.
Take a look here. I'm going to go with perception for a total 15.
Okay. You again, the behavior of this like recipe or these handwritten notes, it seems to be in a specific weird state that it wasn't in before. As I said, it looks like the letters themselves rearrange themselves to form this message.
Okay.
So you're kind of wondering, can I do this too? Is this a two-way like thing?
I'll kind of goof around with it. Can I like move?
Yeah, you can move the letters around.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
You can move the letters around. Yes.
Cool. I'll start by saying, thank you. Are you okay?
About 30 seconds pass, and then you start to see in real time the letters like manipulating themselves. She says, I am now. Thanks. I see you figured out the real reason I gave you this recipe.
This is magical. I'm impressed.
I dabbled in a little bit of magic when I was younger, but I make it a point to not take advantage of it with my clients.
I'm sure they appreciate that. currently tracking mind controller. Any advice?
Ever since I arrived at that facility, I had a very strange, compelling feeling. And I think it all comes back towards that temple. People here seem very obsessed with this mirage god.
Got it. We'll investigate. I will relay that information and say, the illustrious Dr. Janice is coming in clutch again. She's pointing us towards the temple and specifically the god Mirage.
She will say good luck, and then you'll start to see the letters rearrange themselves back to the recipe again, back to the original recipe.
I will definitely that was already a sacred object to me. Now it's like divine.
Yeah, she's smart.
And you gave that message to everyone?
I did.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start heading there.
Yeah. You'll start heading over there. You will see Saj, as I said, as well. Saj Shepherd, he is going over to the temple, and there already seems to be a lot of people there, and the services is going to start. And if you want to observe what's happening during the service, I can only it's kind of reminiscent to a Catholic service. I don't know if any of you here have ever been to one of those, but it's reminiscent to a Catholic service, although they do seem to burn a lot of incense. The incense that they burn has it smells a little bit like anise or like licorice, the licorice smell, which suspiciously smells a lot like black currant. Suspiciously, might I say. And they read like the scriptures, and you can see Saz is basically the main person that's leading the prayer.
So from my
during the
perception,
service.
it's like, is it a congregation of people with headsets on?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Yes, totally. And the things that they're saying, like there's some sort of prayer that everybody in the congregation says, and their words are, we pray for Mirage to reveal to us our true selves, for the realization of who we really are. We pray for the strength to discover our full potential, to tear down the facades and the falsehoods. We pray for the community, our brothers and sisters, that we all will join in harmony together to bring light to the world and return back home from where we've wandered so far. In Mirage's name, amen. And then they'll continue on with the service. It will last for an hour. I'm not saying that you have to stick around the whole time. But I would say that there's nothing like suspicious happening around here. However, it feels like this entire temple itself, you can feel that compelling nature of join us, stay with us. This is a great place. It feels like it's coming from this building itself.
I want to keep trying to track its source, but I also will kind of relay to the team. Did you guys hear that prayer?
They wouldn't have heard it. It's unless they were in the temple itself.
Got it. Like I thought through my audio, they might have.
I mean, sure, it could have if you want. If
Not
you want
gonna
to turn
answer.
it.
Sure.
It's out of character. I'm not going to answer.
Go ahead.
Gabe's just gonna
So-
be like, yeah, I heard it.
Cool. For the most part, I'm invisible to most of these people. They don't.
Yeah, they can't see you. They don't see you. You're not logged in. Yeah.
So I can move at least fairly freely. Yeah, I want to try and pinpoint where this mind controlling is coming from, and just keep going, plain and hot and cold.
Yeah. Yeah, you're trying to feel where it's coming from specifically, and it's really hard for you to pinpoint exactly, but you do know it's in this building somewhere.
I'll relay that. And I'll also just kind of be like, Forrest, hey, what's going on? I haven't heard from you guys. Talk to me. Gabe, do you know what's going on with them?
It must be stolen character, and they don't want to break out of it.
Well-
Also, before we continue on, Hark, the moment he says someone tapping at the temple, the people that he checks it, so his kids, his dad, and his wife, he literally tells them, just found out something at temple. Like, he's sending this. He doesn't care if anyone replies or anything. He's just sending them messages just in case something happens to them.
Okay.
And he's just basically gonna tell Cade they must be still in character. So,
Well, start being useful. We're here on a mission. Come on, guys.
So no response from Ave and no response from Forrest, I'm assuming. Okay. What is happening with Knave and Forrest? Or I'm sorry, Knave and Yellow now?
I am going to just send over a over my communicator as
Yellow?
Yellow.
As Yellow.
We're all in danger. I think we should retreat and regroup and elsewhere. This city is poisoned.
And I hear that.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm in
no
character.
shit.
Are you leaving the building then, Yellow?
I am going to come out of the room
Okay.
and just looking at both of them. We need to go now. Yes, the very air itself. We're being controlled.
So I'm gonna say that Cade, from your vantage point, you notice a few things. That as probably like 15 minutes into the service. So you will notice that of the people in this church right now, it includes Tomas, Abe's friend Tomas. It seems to include, you see that Livestream is also in the congregation. It seems that Jethro Miller, Jack's dad, if you remember correctly, Jethro Miller seems to be coming in late into this congregation. So a lot of people that you know seem to be
Everyone I
drawn
recognize.
to this temple for some reason.
Everyone I recognize, I will relay to the team.
Okay.
You also will see Yellow coming out of the Our Lady of Perpetual Indulgence because their building is very close to the temple.
Got it. And it's been okay.
Or Forrest rather. Forrest rather will emerge.
Okay. Yeah, I'll.
Okay. Question, Hark.
Yes.
If I switch a tempo, is that considered out of character, or is it because they're passive effects? There's passive effects and there's active effects. So if I switch my current sort of like passive to a different passive, is that considered out of character interaction?
It's technically considered out of character, but I don't know how you could get caught for doing something like that. Because it's not like you're saying something or physically doing something that is detectable that you're doing something out of character. So that does answer your question.
Yes, it does. So I'm going to swap to Andante.
Okay.
And I am now a defensive tank, and I am immune to a lot of shit, including mind control.
Oh! Okay. Nice. You can do that. Yes.
Well,
They're
specifically mental powers, I should say, not mind control.
Okay. Because you're still logged into the game, yes. Once you turn this on, you do feel like that compelling thing, whatever it was, is definitely coming from the temple. But you feel like you're able to pinpoint it a little bit more easily than perhaps Cade. Not that you would know that, but yeah, just an FYI.
For the record, I'm going to start investigating the building, start unlocking lock-picking doors, going through, just starting to wander around, trying to stay stealthy, but investigating.
Roll a perception seeing. Or investigate is fine. Perception seeing or investigate is fine, whichever you want.
Okay, so that was, we're looking at 13, so not the best.
Okay. I will say that even with a 13, that maybe while you're going around this building, there's nothing out of the ordinary, except I would say on a doorway, you too spot what looks like some sort of weird, sticky, clear substance, semi-translucent or semi-transparent substance, a slimy substance.
I'll kind of like investigate it a little bit and see if it has any properties that are notable.
Yeah, the properties is that it looks like roll knowledge nature, I guess.
I believe that one will be worse. I'm gonna have to drop a luck point on this one. That one, nature, knowledge, you said.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with like flat intelligence.
That's
for
fine.
9, and I will use a luck point on this.
Okay.
Okay, we're at 15 now.
It looks like it's the residue of a gelatinous cube.
Yep.
Gelatinous cube.
Okay.
Why that's in this building, who knows?
And it's coming from this doorway in front of me.
It's not coming from it. It's just it's residue from something, but it's not coming from
that
the door.
That door, and I'm gonna go investigate.
Well, what I'm saying, like the door, it's not even. It's more like a doorway that doesn't have a door in it.
Gotcha.
Sorry. So basically, it's like think of wherever this came from, as if some creature or some person, whatever, casually like was passing through. So it's not like it opens up into a specific room. You're still like in the open, I guess. Around the church, and it's just there happens to be this residue.
Does it make a path or anything? Can I locate where it's coming?
There's no. Yeah, that's the thing. There's no with the 13, whatever. I think 15. You said
15, correct?
With a 15-year-old, no, you're not going to notice anything else other than that thing on the doorway.
Got it. I'll report it.
Okay.
So Yellow left the building.
I came out of the room and I was talking to you two like we need to go now, and then I.
Of course, yeah, they would agree. They would agree.
Okay.
I presumed you. I assume you all exited together, unless.
No, because I'm.
Well, I don't know what.
About to stay there.
Yeah, Nave. Okay, so go ahead. Why don't you role play this then? So, yeah, she'll. The root canal will say, "All right, let's go."
Dave,
and
you coming?
No, I'm not. I feel like I can trust you. Yellow, I thought we were allies, but I feel like you're hiding something from me.
I'm always hiding something from everyone.
That's good. That's good, but how about you go wherever you want to live? I feel more comfortable around here. Got some thinking to do.
And here I thought you were some mastermind. You're playing right into somebody else's plan.
I think I know quite well whose plan I have to avoid.
Oh, okay. Lovely. Look, darling. This place is not safe. The very air is poisoned against us, and I have a feeling that you don't care about it because it has gotten to you.
Nothing
controlling
has gotten to me. I think you understand wrong. Yellow. I control minds, not the other way around. I am in control.
It was very easy to manipulate you and the whole house. Dancing around you and your little plot. It's fun.
I
You're not
want
as
that in the
clever
end.
as you think you are.
Cool. I'm not seeing it another time.
Oh, I wasn't asking you either. An impasse, then?
Seems that way. I'm gonna try to use my switching ability to take his gun.
Oh,
It's
okay.
holstered right now.
It doesn't matter.
He can still do it, I'm sure.
Mhm.
So do you have to? Does
It's big.
yellow have to
Normally
make
it's
an
a parry.
opposed?
Normally it's a parry defense, so
All right.
a parry roll.
If you want to,
Parry
if you want to resist that, yes.
It's a
Parry.
DC 90
DC 9.
Wow.
because I'm switching with something that I just have on my
Oh
hand.
shit! That was
That's a
Forest.
0.
Oh,
That was Forest.
that was for
Forest has a minus 2
doesn't
parry.
seem yellow.
Oh,
I'm much better at parry. 18.
So does that beat it?
What was the DC?
19.
19.
19.
Oh,
Still draw from minor arcana.
you can still.
Oh
draw.
wait, I have my +2 for today. I forgot.
Oh, he does.
I have
He
20.
does. That's true. He does have the +2. So you attempt to, but
If I can draw from my mind work,
Okay.
but it would lower roll, so I guess it won't happen. Work that way.
Sorry, what?
If I can draw from the minor arcana, I will, but because lowering a roll is not allowed with the
right,
minor,
Okay.
lowering
will
is not.
will just not. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it doesn't work. So you feel like you're
He
gun
tried.
almost.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take my gun, pull the clip out, and just throw it down the hall, and put my gun back in. And look, now you've pissed me off, and I'm gonna go in for a chokehold.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
I believe.
Gotta love PvP.
Oh,
No.
damn. That's 11.
Oh,
Definitely beats your parry.
but it's the knave, so we'll see how he parries.
My parry is -1, so that's 9.
Nice.
So meets it, beats it, right? Meets it, beats it.
I
Yep.
think
Well,
so. Yeah.
I have a +2.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you win. You have you have him. I guess so. You go for a chokehold, and I think
It's a
root
grapple
canal.
dish.
It is like grappled. I have grappled you, and I'm starting to choke the life from you.
I'm gonna teleport out of the grapple.
Okay. You'll teleport out of the grapple. I don't know if
Mhm.
if Ethan can roll anything to avoid that. And
I-
while this is
I don't think so.
happening, I think Root Canal will
Mhm.
say, Is this really necessary? I don't think that this is going to help."
I'm gonna yell.
He's standing there and doing nothing is not going to help. Help me get
Root
him under
canal.
control.
He is trying to mind control us. Attack him. Because I think root canal is under my control.
Yeah. So
I don't know any
I'll
better.
roll. I think Root Canal is torn. So I would say roll an opposed persuasion. Because Root Canal is very good friends with Yellow,
Mhm.
Yellow can have a +2 to this persuasion. So opposed persuasion. 19. Okay. And this, you can't add your +2 from your world card. Oh my.
29
Oh
plus-
my goodness.
And you said a
I'm
+2 on top of that, so that's
Wow.
Heck yeah. I'm
Okay.
trying to pull from my minor arcana.
that would be 33.
That's a lot. It makes sense.
She's gonna say, Knave, maybe Yellow is right. Have you considered that maybe you are being manipulated somehow?
Seems like I can trust anyone here. And you see like visible anxiety coming on his face right now.
You're right. So, you will very easily lose this confrontation. Frankly, I could kill you right now. I don't think you could do a damn thing about it. I don't want to have to hurt you. So please, come with me. Because you are being manipulated right now. You are being controlled right now. I am certain of it.
I'm not losing.
You've doubted it this entire time. I know you have.
Something's wrong here.
It is. Something is wrong. Trust your gut. What is it telling you?
There's only one person that I can trust, and that's myself. My gut right now says that I shouldn't leave this place.
I don't
Shouldn't.
think. Go ahead.
You said shouldn't?
Shouldn't yet. Should not leave this place. Should not.
What was Root Canal saying?
I don't think we can force him to come with us. Even if we could, it would just slow us down.
Fine then. I'm gonna pull out my sniper rifle, which has been cloaked on my back this entire time, and just fire point blank straight into his chest.
Okay.
Damn.
You can do that.
I do
Yeah.
have a precise attack, so I'm trying to be non-lethal.
Mhm.
Okay. Non-lethal
But-
with a sniper rifle and point blank.
25, so 27.
Okay. Does
That beats my parry.
All right.
And my
Okay.
dodge.
So
The damage DC is so what is it? It's 15. It's plus the rank, right? So it'd be 20 would be your toughness DC to beat.
Natural 20.
oh my
27.
gosh. So does
Takes it.
Good.
No damage.
No damage.
okay. So
You
it's
can
like
play with that any way how you want it.
right.
So yeah. Yellow just fired at me.
So we can say that you fired point blank at you, and so
Mhm.
and yellow didn't miss you. Like it would have hit you, but maybe you.
Can I
It's
use
some
a
sort
luck
of-
on this?
It's like an
Can I use
illusionary.
luck to make him re-roll?
Oh,
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Re-roll that. 18.
18.
So that's 1 damage, I believe.
Hmm.
Okay. So one damage, and a root canal is going to be a bit shocked. Now, does the sniper rifle doesn't make any noise?
It does have a suppressor on it,
Okay,
so it is quiet.
I'm gonna say that there's less people around, so they won't necessarily notice it right away. That you just point blank shot somebody in the middle of Our Lady of Perpetual Indulgence, unless Knave is into that kind of thing.
By the way, a nun just pulled out a sniper rifle and fired.
That's some weird shit.
Oh my god! Don't talk to them. They're in some
We're
weird
just
things.
role playing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just roleplay.
We're just role playing.
I'm gonna. This the moment I get fired on, and I guess it's like a graze
Yeah.
wound because I'm using some illusions to
Sure.
hide my real position. I'm gonna teleport inside of Madame Sutra's office.
You can. Yes, you can do
Mhm.
that. Yes.
And then
Let-
I'm gonna
Go ahead.
go.
And you're gonna do what while you're in there? I'm just.
I'm gonna
curious.
try to find some form of alarm system.
Oh, you certainly. I think you can. Are you gonna
Mhm.
try like to flip something, like to flip the alarm on?
Yes.
Okay. Moments later, you'll hear an alarm system go off. We'll say it's a fire alarm.
Hmm.
I think that would be more realistic for you to easily find a fire alarm.
Hmm.
And you can see gradually people emerging from different rooms and chambers and various stages of undress, like trying to put things on as they're
Mhm.
trying to like exit the building due to the fire alarm.
Do I see him like in there, or do I not know where he went?
You don't know necessarily where he went. Yeah. I don't.
Now
what-
he has to leave.
I think we probably should just go for right now and come back later.
I don't like leaving him here.
I don't either, but I have a feeling like the longer that we stay here, the more whatever is happening out there is going to continue to happen.
Fine. Let's go. Roof. We're getting out that way.
If he really is being manipulated, maybe if we find the source, it'll stop it.
Maybe. But the problem is you all are vulnerable. The longer we stay here, the more this is... The more you could suddenly turn against us. The more you could just decide to not help us like him. The more you just want to stay here.
Well, I don't know. I'm just following your call for right now.
Anyone hearing this, Knave has gone rogue. He's been manipulated, he's mind controlled. I don't know where he's gone. We need to go. I'll meet you at some place. And then...
Okay. While this is all happening, at the same time, Cade, you're still at the temple of Mirage. You will find, suspiciously, some sort of secret door. You will find a secret door of some sort that looks like is part of a confessional, like one of the confessional rooms. Currently you haven't figured out how to open the secret door because there doesn't seem to be like a handle or anything. You kind of see the what do you call it? Some sort of it's not a solid wall completely. There's like I don't know what there's a seam. I think that's what the word is. You can see the seam or whatever it is called.
I have an ability called improvised tools, which means I can create basically anything, but it has a -2 to whatever I'm trying to do.
Sure.
I want to try and create like a crowbar.
Yes.
Maybe pry up some wood or something and put it in between the door and then yank it.
Roll in.
Now I know in D&D a crowbar gives you advantage on leverage checks. Are we going to do it the same here?
Sure. I think it'll just be easier to do it the way D&D does it.
Sounds good. Advantage -2. Ooh, that was an 18 and a 19.
Yep.
+6 to athletics, -2, +4, 23.
You'll find something, maybe it's like one of those candle, like the thing that puts the candles out, I guess, and you kind of turn that into a crowbar, and then you actually are able to jimmy the secret door ajar enough so that you can squeeze yourself through.
I got a secret door here, guys. It would be awesome if you guys just, showed up, but I'm gonna go ahead and go.
Okay. As you're going down the secret door that leads down a secret stairway of some sort to lower parts of the temple, you do start hearing voices. And based on the nature of the voices, they sound like a bunch of bugbears.
Okay. I will take 25 on my stealth. Is this dark down here?
Dimly lit.
Just in case. Well, dimly lit. I'll just keep going, and I'll sneak down and see what I can hear and find out.
There is a completely separate underground. I wouldn't call it an apartment, but it's living quarters of some sort. And you definitely can clearly hear the sound of billiards, like people are playing pool down here. And I'll let you remain in stealth for right now. It is far more well lit in the main living quarters of this area. And you see a bunch of bugbears that are like lounging around, and you can smell like cigarette smoke in the air. Very clearly, this looks like the Outcasts hangout.
Okay, so it wouldn't be feasible for me to sneak through this area. I understand that correctly.
Yeah,